Rachel, let's toss it over to you.
From the top, make it drop.
We should start saying that instead of 3, 2, 1. That's way better, way catchier.
Thank you. I got that line from Cardi B.
Great philosopher.
Great philosopher, Cardi B. No wop in here.
Right, exactly.
In making my derby selections, although I do love to be different, in this case with naming rights on the line that are highly valuable, highly sought after, and never given away for free, as it has been made clear, I want to be right. I want to win. And so to win, I'm going to have to side with the majority. The 2-hole Sierra Leone, watching him in the Bluegrass Stakes, he was a fractious fella. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays into the Kentucky Derby. Is he going to be schooled a lot ahead of that race and, ready to go? Because when there's 19 other horses that are loaded in and ready to run for the roses, the last thing you want to do is delay the game by waiting for this horse to go in. And like the crowd at Keeneland is one thing, but the crowd at Churchill is a whole new level. So while they can school him in the mornings and prepare him, hopefully he makes it fully into the gate. And I think once he does, he's going to be in the money. So Sierra Leone. Then the 6 horse, Just Steel. I think that I'm the first one to say this today, but he has the most experience of any horse in the field with 11 starts and then a great storyline with Keith Asmussen in the irons, which is pretty freaking cool. And Dwayne Lucas, the coach, this is his boy back for the first time since 2018. So that's not to be overlooked. And lastly, all 4 of his starts in 2024 have been around 2 turns, which again is more than what can be said for the other horses in this field, majority of them. On to the third pick, 15, Domestic Product. Again, I don't think that this horse is a win candidate for me, but I like using him in a super. I think that the best that he's going to get is maybe 4th or 5th, but with the combo of Irad Ortiz and Chad Brown, I think that this is a horse that is getting overlooked a little bit. So I'll be very interested to see how he shows up next weekend. And then 4th and finally, again, in with the majority, Fierceness, even though he's coming out of that 17 hole that has been winless in 149 years or however many times there have been at least 17 horses coming out of the gates. I think that if coming into the final stretch, as long as he is in the front, in control, in a good position, it could be his to win and run away with. But if he gets caught up in traffic at all, at that stage of the game, I don't see it materializing. But I'm going to hope that he could, break the 17 curse. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Yeah.
And then as for the alternate wild card pick, I kind of had narrowed it down to 2, but I'm going to end up going with the 18 horse Stronghold, who's the only one representing from California with a certain trainer, not competing this year. But I do think that he's really consistent, that he, has fought hard-earned wins in places. I think that he's 3 firsts, 3 seconds out of 6 starts. So that's my wild card California pick.
I have stat for you. So, yeah, well, fun fact. Okay, well, here's the stat for you, because you were just saying about, post position and how many times a horse is. So we actually had the starting gate first introduced for the Kentucky Derby in 1930. So they didn't even have the gate up until then. But as far as post 17, it has had 44 starters in the 140, some years or whatever. We didn't have a starting gate. So do the math there. In any case, it's had 44 starters. We've not had a winner yet, but we had a runner-up and we've had 2 third-place finishes. The best finish was 49er running second in 1988. And that would be the winning colors. That would be the winning colors.
Over 44 is a pretty big sample size.
How many times in 44 starts? No, but honestly, this is what you have to factor into it. In 44 starts, how many times did you have a short-priced horse? Now, 49er, he would have been a short-priced horse, and he ran second. But also remember, they had the auxiliary gate then as well. And so this is how many years? I mean, this is the second year that we've had the full gate.
Yeah,
Yes.
the big
No,
boy.
that's a big difference because like the auxiliary gate, if you were on the outside of the regular gate or the inside of the auxiliary gate,
Yep.
bang right into each other. So this is definitely
Because
a different dynamic.
I mean, when you're thinking of it, I mean, my gosh, okay, so post 18, 36 starts, 2 wins, 4 runner-up finishes. You're going 1 stall over. Does it really matter? I don't think it does. I think it comes down to what particular horse happens to be in that particular stall with what particular running style, ultimately.
Tis the law. Tis the law.
Tis the law. And that was in September.
It's gonna drive me crazy.
That was September. So it was also a bit of a different animal because you were later in the year with the development of the 3-year-olds.
Tisdale had COVID. That's why he didn't run that well like that. No, I mean, it's a good point. Like there haven't been that many fiercenesses that have broken from the 17 hole, but fierceness is also not 49er.